Okay, so welcome. Please have a pen. Please have a paper to take some notes. Mute when you're not talking, and we're going to record. So that's just some housekeeping today. Okay. So it's unlocking Zoom, and let's just get right into it. So I'm going to give you a link to this. Well, the link is there. Can you go to menti.com and then type in the code 30309948 and just answer the question, what are your expectations for today? So that will allow me, if I miss anything, I can go back to that and answer any questions that you have. So I'll give you a minute or two to go there and fill that in.
I've done it, sis.
And then, right. So you want to understand how the platform works and to use videos and PowerPoints and breakout room. Okay, great. So I will be answering the breakout rooms. I will be answering sharing, so how you can share PowerPoints, and I'll be answering platform works. I'll do another training on how to actually create the PowerPoints. Welcome, Sister Caroline. We're just putting in our expectations now. So could you just quickly go over to menti.com, put in the code. Okay, so we're going to look at some basic information, how to use the Zoom platform. And you may know this already, but I think it's really good to recap to ensure that we're all on the same page. So what will I cover in session one? So there are 3 sessions today. And in session 1, I'm going to look at the basic Zoom features. I'm going to look at how to schedule your meeting. So everyone who has a Zoom account, whether it's basic, and I'm going to show you my basic Zoom account, not pro, not paid, and how I can utilize the basic features to still give tutorials, to still give meetings. With Zoom, when it's a one-to-one, you have unlimited time anyway. However, when it's a paid one, you can have up to how many people on your plan. With a basic one, with 25 people or more, it's going to be, well, with 3 people or more, it's going to be a limit of 45 minutes. So it's not, you don't unlimited, and that is the limitation when you don't pay. We're also going to look at how to customize your meeting options, how to invite your attendees to your meetings, how to look at the other meeting schedule options, how to customize in-meeting features and functionality. It seems like a lot, and how to live stream your meeting. So that's what we're doing in this session. So this is the more information session. So what I'll do is I'll talk you through it, and then I'll show you how to do it live. I share my screen, I'll go to my profile and show you how to do it. In session 2, we're going to look at utilizing the different features of Zoom. So Zoom has the whiteboard, Zoom has polls, breakout rooms, and sharing music, of course, and audio. For the polls features, you have to be a paid user to have that feature. However, you can use other outside sources to do your polls. So you don't have to use Zoom if you have a basic package. Okay, and then session 3 is going to utilize external apps. So we looked at the Mentimeter today at menti.com, and we're also going to look at Padlets as well, because Padlets are really good tools to use. Okay, let's look at the basic features of Zoom. Okay, so I've kind of jumped forward to you have gone to a meeting. Okay, so you've gone to your meeting. This is what the page would look like. At the bottom, you have your managed participants. You've already enabled your breakout room. So as a result, you can see breakout room there. And I'm going to show you how to ensure that you enable breakout room on your Zoom, because without enabling it, you will not be able to use breakout rooms.
Yeah, because
Okay.
mine doesn't have the breakout. The screen doesn't have.
I'm going to show you how to do it. Yeah, you have to go and enable it or you won't have it. And even the basic package has breakout rooms. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Right. Okay, so at the bottom, you see the different features. So you're in a meeting and you want the person to go faster. They're slow. You can just select this and the host will know, or the presenter will know that, okay. Or suppose you're not understanding what's happening. You can use this icon and they can go slower. If they ask a question, you could click the no if the answer is no, or yes if the answer is yes. And then we have the raise hand feature. So let's see. You've raised your hands and great attendee has raised their hands. This is how it looks. So the host will see that. Please remember to unraise your hands when your question has been answered, or the host or the presenter will think that you still have a question to ask. And as I said, these are the just basic features. Other thing, we have chat. You can send a chat to everyone, or you can send a chat to a private, like a private DM. So you see, it tells you who you can send a chat to. Please remember, if you're doing that, to just check before you send that, press send, because you wouldn't want to send a private chat to everyone in the meeting. And I find this feature very useful. Like if the presenter is doing something, instead of stopping them in the middle, I can just send them a private chat, like, can you do this, please? Or if I want to find out some information. So it's very useful, this chat feature. Okay, schedule meeting. As I said, I'm going to talk you through it and then show you. So you can set your date, the time, the duration of the meeting, and the time zone. And I say time zone because you could be saying that you're going to put on a meetup with people from America. And I've used Zoom to do that, meet up with my family but then you have to ensure that the time, are you going to use their time or are you going to use British time, right? So it's really important to set this time. What time zone is it? Because you could, because you didn't set this time zone, you have a meeting starting at midnight, but that's not what you planned. So the time zone should be the same as the meeting host, so our time zone, and attendees' join time will vary by their time zone. Duration allows for easy time blocking on your calendar, and I'll talk you through that as well, because it's good when you schedule your meeting to link it to your calendar, whether it's Outlook or Google, because you get a reminder. You know, I'm very busy and sometimes I forget a meeting, but because I've set it on to link with my Outlook, I get a message 30 minutes before my meeting, so I don't miss a meeting. So you set your time, your day, your duration. Is it going to be for 2 hours, 1 hour, etc.? Then, will you host this meeting again? Is it be recurring? And you can tick if it's going to be a recurring meeting. You tick how what's the recurrence going to be. It can be weekly, monthly, etc. Or you could say, okay, I'm going to repeat it every month, and then or you could repeat it on a specific day. So it gives you all those options, and you can also give an end date. So it allows you to be flexible as well. So how do we customize our meeting options? So you could schedule for, on a basic plan, you cannot do this one. You can't schedule for another user. This is for the paid plan. However, for your basic plan, you will have your meeting passwords, and this is an added security. So it will be passwords, maybe alphanumeric and case sensitive as well. You can choose to allow yourself and your participants to join with their video or not. For the audio, I prefer to select both, because you're allowing With Zoom, you can opt to do it by phone audio. So it doesn't have to be a video. I can give you the number. You can call in, dial in to your Zoom meetings. So because you have the dial-in option, you're really catering for everyone when you do that. Okay, this is where we're going to go. So I'm going to hop over to my account and I'm going to show you how to do it in real time. So just going to pull this down so I can see. Okay, I'm going to go. All right, so this is a basic plan account. And as I said before, I'm going to schedule. So when you go in, this is the web portal. So you would sign in. You have to make any adjustments you need to. So basically, that's your profile on your page. You can change, and this is the only way you can change your photo. Okay, so you sign into the web portal and you can change your photo. It gives you that option. And choose something that really shows your personality, because when you go into different meetings, that's the picture that's going to be there. So if you put something that's an embarrassing picture, that's what everyone is going to see. And then meetings, so it has everything. You can change your photo, you can go to meetings. Okay, on this one, I don't have any meetings, so I'm going to schedule a meeting now. Right, so I'm going to schedule a meeting, if it allows me to. Yeah. Okay, so that is what comes up. So you're going to put, it could be a link up that you're doing, family reunion, and it's good to say what it is that you're doing, okay? And then that's optional, because this is what's going to come up when the person comes into the lobby. Then, as I said, you need to say when it is, and the date is there, today's date, but of course you change it. You'll put your duration, 2 hours, 0 minutes. Okay. They tell you that for this basic plan that I have, it's a 40-minute time limit on meetings with 3 or more participants. So you already know that after 40 minutes, they give you a countdown and they end the meeting, right? So you know, and that's okay if it's just a high. So you can have up to 25, it's 100 people on the Zoom basic plan that you can have. So 40 minutes, but it goes really fast. And then the time zone is there. If it's a recurring meeting, as I said, you'd have to click that one, and then it would go in all the settings. Okay, I have enabled a passcode for everything. So as you see, it goes, and if you want your video to be on as you go in, right? Okay, so I have already enabled my breakout room. So if I wanted to do a breakout room before my participants come, I could pre-assign them to a room. So as they enter, I would pre-assign them if that's what I want. So you could do that as well. So you click all the things that you would like here, and then you would save it. Remember to click save. So that's how you go about schedule a meeting. And then when you schedule a meeting, you can then, so I have my add-ons already. So you could say you want to add it to your Google Calendar, you want to add it to your Outlook. And then you want to send, and you can copy this, right? You can copy this and send it to whoever you want to send it. You can send it by email or just copy and post it to WhatsApp. Okay, so our settings. Let's go to our settings and see where the breakout room is that you have to enable. So you need to go to your settings, and in here, your settings have everything. So you need to click the button. So these ones, you need to enable them. So I have, right. So if I disable, you see, as you click it, it saves. So I'm going to enable my waiting room. So it's updated. You need to go down the list and click everything that you want. I'm just going down the list and I'm going to find the breakout option. So I've clicked mute all participants when they join a meeting, and that's good because you don't want your participants to come in the middle of the meeting and disrupt it. So you have to do that from the settings. And if for safeguarding reasons, your chat, you don't want your participants to save your chat, you can click this button and save it. So you're saying, look, in the chat, they won't have the permission to save what we, write about because, okay. And if you want to give feedback. So I'm going down, it's all there. For you to have whiteboard, you have to enable that function or you won't have access to the whiteboard as well. So you need to, for you to have the verbal feedback that I said, so the raise hands, the go fast, the go slow, you have to enable it as well. Now this function, allow remove participants to rejoin. So suppose someone came to your meeting and they're not behaving the way they should and you have removed them. If you enable this option, they can just come back, right? So we disable that because you don't want them to come back. They won't be able to come back on the same email address. So this is the one, sis, that you need to enable. Right? So you need to go in your settings, scroll all the way down, find breakout rooms. And once you enable that, you will have that facility. And then you need to also click allow hosts to assign participants to breakout rooms when scheduling. So you can have that as well. So that is for the basic Zoom. And if you have any questions, please type them in the chat. Do we have any questions at this point? Like you wanted me to go over something. Okay.
Yeah, I'm recording it, sis.
Yeah, I'm recording it.
Yeah, can we have a copy afterwards?
Yes, that's the reason. So I'm going to post the copy on YouTube and then send the link. So you'll be able to have that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So
sorry, sis. Sorry, sis.
Go ahead, sis.
The basic plan is the free plan.
Yes, it is.
Okay, because I've used it a couple of times to host a couple of platforms, and the first time I used it, I was so confused. But obviously, as times progressed, I've learned more. But what I noticed is the time is unlimited. Is that right?
If it's one person. So if it's one person that is in your meeting, yes, it's unlimited. However, if you have 3 people, so you and 2 others, then you have 40 minutes.
Okay, because
on a basic plan.
There was about, oh my gosh, about 20 of us, and it just went on for
hours.
But,
yes, because it was during COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah.
During COVID, Zoom did a free thing where they allowed it to be unlimited on their basic plan. It was there a gesture of goodwill. So I found that I had a meeting as well, a link up with my family. A lot of us were on, and we had unlimited. But then if you try to do it now, it will cut you off after 40 minutes.
40 minutes, okay.
Yeah, yeah. But one person, if it's just you and another person one-to-one, you are unlimited. You can be on there as long as you want. It's just when you have 3 of you on there that's the issue.
So 2 people, it would be unlimited on the package, but more than 2, it's 40 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for clarifying that. Thank you.
Okay, so we have gone through that one and we have asked questions. And then we have, so I spoke about adding Outlook add-in and Google Calendar add-in. Remember, once you go to zoom.us and you scroll right to the bottom of that page, you can get all their downloads. And it's good as well to do that and just find out if you have the most up-to-date version of Zoom if you have Zoom on your laptop, etc., it's really good to find out if you have the most up-to-date version, and that's the way to do it. So you click on their downloads, they have their training downloads, their PDF forms, so everything that I'm going through, they have a training doc on this as well. You can go and read. So we went about customizing this, and I showed you how to customize your meeting features and your functionality on your web portal. And remember, that web portal is on zoom.us. You sign in on a laptop or a desktop, and you have all your settings, and you enable them in order to get access to things like breakout rooms, things like the waiting room. Okay, the next thing in this session, we said we were going to talk about the live streaming your meeting. So Zoom makes it easy to live stream your meeting to another service. So you can live stream to Facebook, to YouTube. We mostly use Facebook and YouTube. If you don't have Facebook Workplace, that doesn't apply. And it's quite easy. All you do is click more, the more button. When you click the more button, it will come up live on Facebook. That's what it will say, live on Facebook, live on Workplace by Facebook, and live on YouTube. If you want to stream live on YouTube, you click live on YouTube, and then your login details will come up, okay? In another browser. This will not show, no one will see your secure details, and you just log on and click if you want it to be public or private. So you can enable it to be public or private. And I think if you don't want a public live stream and you do it privately, then you can go back and cut out something, edit if you want, if you wish. So that is what that allows you to do. Okay, so we have gone through